Hi everybody. What is it called? Facebook Live.
Facebook Live.
We're going to go live on the radio in about a minute. Here's our friend Diesel. Just give us a minute. We're running a little late. I'm writing down all the things that we do for free at Doggy Daycare. You're going to point that out once we get together. Right?
30 seconds.
Yeah.
We're going to talk about wives, what we were talking about today. We got a lot to talk about for you people out there, Facebook Live. We got Diesel, he's moving to Florida. So we got to get him straightened out. He's a puller and a jumper and a humper.
No.
Not a humper. All right, he's a jumper, puller, that's for sure. All right.
In 5, 4, 3.
Welcome everybody. Welcome to the Dish on Dogs. I'm your host, Mike Gould. The Dish on Dogs, it's a show about dogs. No surprise there. Mike Gould here again. I'm mayor of Hounds, USA, home to the happiest dogs on earth. For those of you who don't know what Hounds, USA is, it's a fully interactive daycare, pet care facility in, 23 in 8 states.
Yeah, we've updated every week. I feel
This is the lovely co-host Ashley.
Hello.
Hello, and we got our special guest Diesel. So first, I got to address some problems. Our ratings are going down the tubes
Quickly.
So the first complaint: I talk too much. All right, that is a truism, but I thought that's a perfect thing for radio, talking too much. Second, I never complete the topics. I like to blame my co-host for that because she's supposed to steer me. I got to blame somebody.
You're like a freight train.
Right. And now the third is I say the same things over and over and over again. So this might be the last show. I'm telling you. I don't know. I tried it. We tried. But by using Facebook Live, I thought we'd lighten things up. We have always a special animal guest, Diesel. So, all right. So I'm going to try to stay focused tonight. But first, I have to talk first about Houndstown, USA, home to the happiest dogs on earth. What we do. But there are people, by the way, I kind of have to repeat myself because sometimes people are listening for the first time. We got friends down in Florida, my friend Tom Sullivan, Scott Bresalia. We also have 3 franchisees, the Allens down in Orlando. We're going down there next week. So there's a lot happening. But Houndstown is, again, the primary thing we do, what we're good at, is providing straightforward pet care. So we were thinking today, we don't charge for treats, right? No. It's free treats, free belly rubs, free tap water, 100% natural tap water, free. What else do we give away for free? It's straightforward. You don't need an accountant, right? A lot of times our customers come and they say that they went to one of our competitors and they couldn't figure out the bill because it started out at one price and then they put this guilt trip on you. You want to have story time at night. Do you want to
pet your dog?
Yeah. Now, how ridiculous is that? Do you want to pet your dog? We provide all these things for free. Really, there's a place down in where the hell was I? Nashville. They actually charge $3 for a text message, $3 for an email. I mean, this is absurd. So they play on people's emotions. We don't do that. We do not do that. So that's what separates us. Very straightforward pricing. Honest service, straightforward, honest service. Dogs can hump, jump, and dump, right? That's what they do. That's what Diesel's been doing. That's why he's here today. He's been pulling mom and dad around. So we're going to do some turbo dog training later on, and we're going to show you on the 7-minute break. I don't know. Did you post that before video?
Yes.
So there's a before video for you guys on Facebook of Diesel and what he was this morning, and then you'll see where he is now today. We're going to. During our 7-minute break, we're going to take him outside and see if he can walk around as kind of like a gentleman, not pulling us all over.
Right.
All right. So we talked about all the free things. Then we got to you notice that Danielle's not here tonight, our producer. She had a really grave loss. She lost her grandmother. And it's hurtful, it's a very painful period. So we're really feeling bad for her. Hope she's feeling better. And we're always thinking about her, of course. So that's our producer. All right, so Ashley, what do we got going on today? Tell me.
So pretty much, well, Diesel, we should give a little background on.
Give
He's
some
been
background.
coming to doggy daycare since August of 2017.
Right.
He's 2 years old, and Diesel comes almost about 5 to 6 days a week, depending.
Crazy. Mm-hmm.
So, you know, he's definitely a fan favorite. I mean, anywhere from our marketing team that comes in to do videos, you know, he's a very well-balanced dog. He's just hyper.
What breed? He's like the
He's a
deadly.
pit.
He's the deadly pit bull
bull.
breed, right? Look at how deadly our friend is here. He's a big mush. So, all right. So remember now, it's on you. Stay on topic and answer the questions.
Right. So today we're talking about misunderstandings with dogs, the common ones. So Diesel's problem is he's constantly in the car leaving doggy daycare, but he kind of sits shotgun. And now that they're traveling down to Florida, he's going to have to sit in the back seat. So, you know, between the baby in the car and the luggage, and he wasn't jumping right in like he usually does. So,
Right. So we worked that out. So let's talk why a dog wouldn't jump into the back of a car. When a dog could see underneath something, let's say steps of a deck or steps of a house, it doesn't make sense for them to jump up. And particularly, let's just say your car is running, so there's carbon monoxide coming out your tailgate, and we just expect it could just be some different object in the back of your car. So we did it anyway. Make a long story short. After we're going to post some videos on the website on Facebook of what we've done in a few minutes. So the point was, Diesel pulled on the leash, and he did not want to jump in the back of the SUV. But we figured out, you know, in very, very, very short order, and part of it he has to do it. He can't make a decision not to. So he has this problem or this issue where he just stops walking, and then he manipulates the owner.
because he's a big dog.
He's a big dog. So he's super big. And a lot of times big dogs, I was just at somebody's house over the weekend, Sunday, it was the same thing. Same thing. Big dogs learn to use their size. So if a dog like Diesel stops walking, what do the humans do?
Stop.
They stop walking. They don't, and if they have the wrong equipment on, for example, a flat collar, which Diesel had on, he can easily back out of that and run away. So it becomes a dangerous situation. So the first thing we did today was switch the collar and put just a piece. Actually, we used a piece of rope, right?
Yeah.
And now we put a nylon collar on. So, am I answering questions?
You are. You're doing well.
All right, I'm doing
Stay
well.
on topic.
All right. Yeah. So a lot of times dogs don't see what we see. Don't forget, again, they live 12 inches off the ground. So when you're asking a dog to jump up into a tailgate of a truck or a SUV, it doesn't make any sense to them because they see underneath it. Then if they're used to jumping in the back, but they see a new box, a piece of luggage. These things are dogs have very bad depth perception, and that's the same thing applies coming out. So if you want your dog to jump out of the back of the car, and it's running, and there's carbon monoxide that you don't see, but it's hitting him in the face, he's going to be reluctant to do it. So we had a nice trip over here. I took a little video, by the way, of our trip over here. We stopped at Dunkin' Donuts, and we'll put all this stuff on
Facebook.
On Facebook, and for those of you who don't watch it, once it's up there, if you go to YouTube, right?
Yeah, if you go on YouTube, we post that after. So that'll get posted up there probably tomorrow. And you can watch any of our previous episodes from episode 1 to now.
Right.
So you just go on, look up Houndstown USA, you'll see our channel. And besides just our radio show that's up there, we have our Handcuffs to Healing programs on there, all of our trainings on there, commercials, whole 9 yards.
So if you have no life, and we almost guarantee this will put you to sleep. So if you're tired, get a bottle of wine and watch some of these things, and my voice will put you to sleep. But I'm trying to stay on topic and answer questions. So we got a couple of minutes left. We're going to, after the break, what are we talking about?
Well, we're going to talk about more of the misconceptions. So as far as
What are some of the
things
misconceptions?
that
Like what? What's a
people
misconception?
overlook. So as far as why your dog reacts a certain way at the doorbell, why your dog, feels he's allowed to counter-serve, all of these main misbehaviors, the dog's not trying to be disobedient. He thinks it's just acceptable.
You have to teach the dog. So when the doorbell rings, most people taught the dogs to do these behaviors. So when you got your dog, whether it was 2 months old, 4 months old, 6 months old, the first day you got him home, he didn't even know where the front door was. He didn't know where the kitchen was. He didn't know what couches were. He didn't know anything. So he either jumped up on him and you allowed it, or you never taught him what to do. And we have this all the time. As I was saying, I went to this house this last weekend. Wonderful people, But they had, 4 people, 2 dogs, you ring the bell, there was a lot of drama. So we teach people how to reduce the drama. We teach them not to look, talk, or touch. And, it's really simple. And the challenge we have is teaching people how simple it is.
Yeah.
And I know I repeat myself, but that's kind of...
Well, it's the basics.
It's the
same.
basic is don't look, talk, or
Right,
touch.
it's not complicated.
It's not complicated, but our human brain is so complicated because we complicate every portion of our lives, and we assume that dogs understand our lives. So we're at an airport now where glass doors open automatically, there's PA systems, there's people, there's baggage, there's craziness here. Reflections. So when a dog looks in a window, he sees himself. It's a reflection, and he doesn't even have self-awareness, so he doesn't know it's him.
No, it's
just another creature ready to kill him, so they bark at him. And after the break, we'll explain why the dog barks at the mailman, why he wants to kill your vacuum cleaner, or why does he run away from your vacuum cleaner, why does he want to knock your children over. All these the explanations are so simple. It's ridiculous. So you're listening to Live 103.9. If you go on Facebook, Hounds Down Radio Facebook page,
Yep.
Join us, because following this 2-minute section, we have a 7-minute break, and we're going to take Diesel out and probably embarrass ourselves, but we're going to show you the before and after. And for my friend Scott, I think this dog is going to be a potential therapy dog, unless we discriminate against those big, those P word, the pit bull. All right, 2 minutes, stay with us. We're going to have a lot of fun tonight. The Dish on Dog 103.9. All right, leave him there. Do you want to run out quick and do something or not?
I think he's fine.
You do? Hi, Facebook. Is anybody watching, or that's like ridiculous to even think?
We were up to 8.
8 people!
For a little bit.
All right, we scared them away.
4 now.
Oh,
That's me.
all right. Jackie's not listening tonight. She's too busy. She's busy girl. Where are we going tomorrow? Italy. I'm going to London tomorrow, and then Italy. All right. I think we do have to get little Diesel some water after, during the next break we will.
I can buy while you guys are doing the 7-minute.
Did you buy any at Dunkin' Donuts?
Water? Yeah.
Oh, good. So do you have a cup?
Sorry.
That's all right. What were you talking about?
There's a vending machine over there.
Ah. We'll just give them this bottled water. Look. Oh, guys, if you have questions about dog behavior, I take my criticism very personally. So I talk too much. I don't stay on topic, and I repeat myself.
Well, I thought that was really interesting. The dogs are afraid of when they can see under it.
Oh, good. So
Well,
somebody's
his
paying
parents'
attention.
dogs.
Well, no, because
His parents' dog won't go down a hallway.
Well, remember at
Right.
Hooper, he has. I always thought it was weird. Hooper has a weird time jumping into the camper,
Right.
but I was like, why?
It's 'cause he can see through the steps.
Right.
But it says he can see through the steps. So now I feel like a jerk.
No, don't. That's good.
30 seconds.
All right, we'll talk about that. All right, so we'll stay with that.
Ted,
He's watching. Danielle's watching.
Hi, Danielle. We love you.
in 5, 4,
Maybe give him a
3.
treat. I don't know if you don't. Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back to The Dish on Dogs. I'm your host, Mike Gould. You're listening to Houndstown Radio. I'm joined here by the very lovely Ashley Pizzo and our very handsome husband, John Pizzo, is actually doing Danielle's job today because she had to take a few days off. And we have Diesel here. Why we have Diesel here? Because Diesel's moving to Florida, and there's this big family move, and now we want to get him used to jumping in the car and being, not a nuisance on the ride to Florida. So we've been working on that. And then just before the break, we were talking about why dogs do things and how we misunderstand or we try to fix it. So let's say you want your dog to jump in the back of the car. You have an SUV. So it makes sense to maybe throw some treats in there, but if the dog doesn't understand something and is afraid of something, you could put a filet mignon in the back of the car and they're not going to jump in there.
Right.
It's just not happening because fear will overcome the desire for the treat. So we have to remove the fear by teaching them what we're trying to accomplish. So as we're saying, so Ashley and John, they talked about dogs not wanting to go up into their RV because the steps they see through. So obviously all the dogs that come to doggy daycare, they could jump over a car. I mean, they
Right.
certainly have the ability to jump. So when you do something that makes sense to you because you're standing 5 or 6 feet in the air, so you understand completely what you're trying to do. But the dog is literally looking under the car because he sees that big gap. Or anywhere. It could be decks of, what do you call those things? A patio.
Right.
A deck that doesn't have steps. So really, the simple solution there is just putting a piece of cardboard or something behind
Just so
it,
they can figure it out.
so they don't see, and then they just jump right up on the steps. So then, of course, they will manipulate you. So obviously, if they don't jump up, what do? You pick them up. So so that's a nice. So now we got. I don't know how much Diesel weighs. Looks like about 80, 90 pounds. He's like me. He's gained weight on Nutrisystem. I'm the only person. I gained 20 pounds on Nutrisystem. So me and Diesel share a lot in common. But the point is, this is a simple behavior. You want a dog to jump 2 feet in the air. But they don't understand it. And as I said before the break, they're getting hit with carbon monoxide maybe, you're rushing around, you're not orienting the dog to jump up into something they're not familiar with. So that's one very simple behavior. We worked this out with Diesel in about 30 seconds today. And we have that on video. We're going to put that video together.
Yeah.
It's simple. So what were some of the other behaviors? I got to stay on topic and answer the questions. What were the...
So we're just, like what we were talking about, is the depth perception is a huge component on a lot of these things where we think our dogs are being stubborn or manipulative, which could lead to that behavior, but the original issue, the root of it, comes from them just not understanding.
It's just a simple misunderstanding. So they're living, again, 12 inches off the ground. They don't see well. They don't have great depth perception. They do have remarkable peripheral vision, and they have remarkable night vision. So they have good peripheral vision and night vision, which is great for hunting rabbits and killing little things and detecting prey. They're predators. So they're all predators. So then what happens is, like Ashley was saying, then they become what I would call self-fulfilling prophecy. So let's say Diesel goes and he doesn't want to jump up in the truck. We have to pick him up. So there's no incentive for him. There's no reason to. And this is not our pet owner. It's simply a misunderstanding. So let's talk about the mailman, the dreaded mailman. What happens? Talk about that.
So pretty much the mailman comes up round about the same time every day and comes up whether your mailbox is on your house or in front of your driveway, and the dogs usually can see out, and the dogs
Right,
aren't
they're
crated.
usually, a lot of them, right, they're not crated, so they're perched up usually on a chair, their
couch, right.
their couch, if you're listening there in Port Jefferson, they're perched up on their couch, looking out this beautiful bay window, so they can watch all the wonderful activities of the day. And here comes 12 o'clock. Even in the winter this happens. This is what makes it even more difficult, more profound, because the mailman comes, as we know, how's the saying? Rain, sleet, hail, or snow, the mail comes through. So it's not a seasonal thing. So every day at 11 o'clock, you guys are at work, drinking your coffee, and there comes the dreaded creature. So it stops in front of their house. It stops. It has the audacity of actually stopping this monster. So the dog barks incessantly, goes bat crazy. Bat beep crazy. And the dog is biting at the window, getting all worked up, pacing back and forth. But what happens psychologically, quite obviously, I think it's obvious, the dog thinks he just scared this terrorist away.
Because they leave.
They leave.
Almost instantaneously. They pull out 3 seconds, they put the mail in the box.
Right. So now we apply that to everything. So now the dog has this sense of, not entitlement, but he made this confidence, and he's made this correlation that if he barks, he can control his environment and human beings. So that here comes now. This is the spring. This is where all the dog bites happen because now kids are out on skateboards, bicycles, the landscaper. There's so much activity. They've been barking at the mailman all the time. So the bottom line is simple. It's the causation effect, right? A dog does something simple. It barks and something happens. If a dog nips at your hand and you pull away, that's a very powerful power that a dog has. So it puts his mouth on you and you pull away or you shake your leg. What else you got?
So what we were talking about is John's parents have a dog.
Mm-hmm.
We always joke, we're like, oh, you know, he seems like he's a little autistic. But seeing that they're all autistic.
Well, right. Well, the truth of the matter is dogs see the world with a level of... One of my favorite books is Temple Grandin's book, what's her book? Animals in Translation. And she is autistic, and she has this... She's decoded the mysteries of dogs very simply because she realized that dogs and certain animals see things differently, as does the autistic mind sometimes sees things and processes information differently. Right.
So the dog won't go down. If he does go down the hallway, it's like that Scooby-Doo moment where he has no traction because he's running so fast. It's just one spot in the hallway. But the funny thing is it's the same spot where the laundry bin and the vacuum is.
Right.
So whether he's can't judge that distance, and the same goes, we have 2 sofa couches that enclose like a little square area. He won't just jump off the sofa into the middle area. He has to jump over the back. Right.
So that's a good point. So a lot of times, and you literally, if you get yourself down on the ground, you see. So there's probably certain shadows. The hallway, by nature, by virtue of being a hallway, is narrow and darker. And then all there has to be is one item there. He doesn't know a laundry basket. He doesn't know a vacuum cleaner. He doesn't know anything. This is why people that come into your house, that contractors with a tool belt on, or somebody with a hat or eyeglasses, dogs don't understand these things. We take this for granted. In the wild, there are none of these things. Everything we're talking about doesn't exist in their natural world. So it's you have to take all these things into consideration. So anyway...
Well, we found out, what we realized is there's an outlet by the one couch.
Okay.
And people plug their phones in, and the charger goes across both couches through that gap, and we noticed one day he tried to run through it and got himself caught up. Right. So that's why he won't go through there. He jumps over the back because he's made that association now.
Right. Quick association. Sometimes a dog will get like a static shock on nylon carpeting and never go on the nylon carpeting again. And that's just by accident. Sometimes it's a good thing, right? You don't want your dogs. So I think I have people that tell me they taught their dogs to do it. But sometimes a dog will just simply get a static shock on their pad, their paw, and they won't do that behavior again. So it could be the slightest thing. So what we're going to do, for those of you who are on Facebook, when we take our break, our next break is 7 minutes. This is always tricky for us to do this because this is a very active place, an airport. We're in an airport. We're in a bubble. There's people, there's wheelchairs, there's all kinds of things. And we're going to see how this goes. We're going to heel them around, meaning we want some basic things. We don't want them to pull. We want to teach him kind of jump up on things that he can see through. And most importantly, that he goes to a place and stays there. And we only started this literally this morning. We played around with it for about a half an hour.
That was it.
I have video of it, and we'll post that afterwards. So that's that. And then on our next section, what are we doing?
We're going to talk about pretty much the benefits of doggy daycare, because Diesel is a very well-balanced dog. I mean, as far as coming into the airport, no issues.
Talk about breed stereotyping. Here's the deadly pit bull sitting in this bubble with us. Come on, folks. All right, we're going to run out. Facebook, stay on with us, and we're going to go out and see if Diesel behaved himself. All right,
his mom's watching. What can I say? Diesel loves his biscuits.
All right, let's go. Pay attention. You got some treats for him, right?
Yeah.
And just wait, give her a second. Look over here. Yeah, let her get moving. I'll get what I need. This way, she'll get set up. Let's go. We're going out.
You want to drop the leg on that door?
Drop the leg on the door and I'll bring your mat out. All right, you can go follow her around. I'm sorry. So here we are. We have a bed. This is where we're going to teach him to go consistently. Go to that and stay there. Notice he's walking right on our side, left side. I'm going to put the bed here. Every time he goes on the bed, he's going to get a treat. We call that going to your place. Grr. He goes there. This is the only time he gets a treat. And notice we didn't lure him in with the treat. She makes him go there. He's always on a leash and collar. Here we are. I'm crazy. We're all crazy. When she wants him, all she's going to do is drop low, and the dog will come. She'll pick up her leash, and she'll walk away. How nice. There's different, as we said, different floor surfaces. She can go fast, go left, right, whatever. She can go slow. Watch when she takes baby steps. Notice that she's relaxed. Hey! Good. Keep going. Make a left. Look at her arms. Show that there's no tension. Good. So make a right. You could actually drop the leash. Show your hands. Then pick it up. There you go. Pick it up. Good. So this is called turbo training for a reason. Then she's got to go get a snack, so she tells him to go place.
Go place.
She's going to put him on there. She's going to give him a treat. The only time. Then she's free to do whatever. Shake hands. How are you? I haven't seen you in a long time. We're at the airport. Blah, blah, blah. He's sitting there. Understand something. This was done in a matter of 10 minutes today. And obviously we just prolong it, meaning we just take our time with it. Get low, and he'll come. I'm just going to step off for a second. And you just do do this little jumps here. Just watch. He's going to guide. So go back.
For my friend Scott Brezzolino, who started to nursing home training with my boy. Notice, this is very difficult for dogs. Very difficult. You gotta bite me, she has to correct. But boy, this is how we do it. This is how we roll. Do a funny thing. Let's see if he bites Grandpa. Wow. Oh, very dangerous doggy, very dangerous people both attack everyone at the nursing home. Okay, oh, he wants kisses, he wants to eat grandma. Okay, folks, I think it's time to go back.
Here's what I want you to see. A happy dog. There's no tail between his legs. I'm going to show you some real therapy dogs that we saw recently. We're going to talk about that because that's my pet peeve. No pun intended. Make a left. So, how far away are we? She's got a little correction when he deviates, and a correction is no more than just a little tug on the leash. This is not a pinch collar. It's not a shock collar. It's literally a piece of rope. When she slows down, she's going to ask him to sit. She's going to step out with her right foot. She's going to drop the leash and wave to everybody in Facebook land. Then she's going to get low. She will come. And then we're going back in the studio. Let's go. Perfect. Is bed back, or does he need it?
No, he doesn't need it.
All right. Johnny will get that fixed up. Whoops. All right, shut the door so we don't lose them. The TSA will be after us. All right, guys, people on Facebook, I mean, come on, give me a break. I don't know if Mom can call in, but it'd be interesting to find out her perception of things. I don't know if she can.
What's the number she?
Hey, what's the number, Mike?
631-451-1039.
451
1039.
1039.
See if she calls it. See if he can get up. Give him some water. Hi, guys.
451 103.
45 seconds.
All right, I can take over this thing. Where's my glass?
Larry?
30 seconds. Subtopic. What's happening? Yeah, it's hot in here. This is like
I know, it's like a sauna.
It's like a sauna bath in here. Help him up.
10 seconds.
He's good.
Yeah, he did it. Dangerous. Watch out. Watch out. He's going to bite your face off. Look at this. Oh,
In
you
5,
face.
4, 3.
She said she had no answer. She said no answer. I can get it to you.
Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back. I'm your host, Mike Gould. You're listening to Hounds Down Radio, the dish on dogs. The show, we try to bridge the gap between anthropomorphic behavior, which means humanizing dogs, right? We all grew up watching Rin Tin Tin, Lassie, Benji. We watch cartoons, and we then start to actually believe that dogs can do these things. That Rin Tin Tin can really run, or Lassie can go find Timmy in a well. The truth of the matter is dogs don't know anything. They watch your hands. I mean, they're very smart mammals. In the animal world, they're very smart. But as far as humans, the neocortex, our sense of our complicated human mind, often confuses the hell out of dogs. We're constantly confusing them because they don't understand anything. They don't know what your cell phone is. They don't know what a doorknob is. They figure it out by watching what you do. You put on your slippers, and that you pick up the leash, and they go bonkers because they made a very simple association of leash, and they make those associations. Anyway, so we had Diesel. What are you laughing about?
Jen is on the line.
Jen is on the line. Diesel's mother?
Yeah?
Hey, Jen. Good, good. Were you watching our little demonstration with your little baby? You see him over here? Oh, so I'm good. So I was wondering if you were going to be, you know, if we did a good job, bad job. I've never seen Diesel bad. So what? Not that he's bad, but what were some of the problems that you had? Right. Okay, well, you saw how easily this is fixable, right?
Yeah,
Huh?
that's why I'm saying I can't believe that that's you.
Oh, that's good. I'm glad. So then we've made some progress. But I think it's good to know that we literally, and we're going to have some after video as soon as we hang up here. But, you know, the thing is, obviously, he's got a wonderful temperament. He's this big, powerful dog. Of course, he comes with a stereotype. And but he's this mush. He's this beautiful mush. And here we're walking around all the confusion of the airport. So, and then what was the problem with him getting in the car? What was the car issue? Because that's what Ashley told me this morning.
Well, it took me forever just to get him in the car. He's got, well, I thought it was anxiety of getting in the car. He refuses to get in the car. So finally I was able to get him, but he would only sit in the front seat. So I wanted to start trying to get him in the back, in the trunk, actually, of the truck.
Are you going to close the trunk? You wait a second. We can't have you put the dog in the trunk. Oh, okay. All right. We can't put him in the trunk. All right.
No, not my baby.
No, of course not.
No, so I mean, it was just to make it a little bit, you know, a little bit more room. He's got more room back here because I know he gets nervous sitting in the front seat.
Completely.
He just refused. He refused adamantly.
Right. Well, today I got to tell you, we had first of all, we had a perfect. We came over here. We stopped at Dunkin' Donuts. I'll be honest with you, he did not sit in the front seat. That doesn't happen in our world, but he was very nice back there. Really, he was. And you can see he's happy if you're watching now on Facebook. So the point about cars are full of stress for dogs because they move. It's unnatural because when you're in a car, your whole world moves around you, right? So the trees are passing by or the cars are passing by, so it's anxiety ridden. Then I'm guessing what you do, like most humans would, being a very lovely, nurturing person, you probably pet him and talk to him and try to calm him down, which,
Yes.
yeah. So that's where the counterintuitiveness comes to this. So that makes sense. You would pet him like you would a child and try to calm him down. So we just get it just automatically gets the dog out of balance. So once we taught him to jump up, you'll see in the video he'll jump up and down. He does it really well. It's really so simple. We actually did you see him jumping on the chairs here while we were here? Yeah. But, so when you think about it, it's the same thing. So, and he's particular. Dogs don't see things right. So if you have different pieces of luggage in the car that you normally don't, he sees those shadowy figures, so he might be a little reluctant. When are you guys leaving to go to Florida?
The 31st.
Oh, all right. So is he going to be at doggy daycare anytime soon again?
Well, when I get down there, I have to check a couple places out. There'll never be another Hounds town.
Ah, that's my girl. But no, I mean between now and before you leave.
Oh, he'll be at the daycare every single day.
All right. So what we'll do, because I want to follow up on this, because I want to listen to, what you're saying, and I want to help you. So what we'll do is the next couple of days, he was a perfect delight today, and it's really just teaching, and always, at the end of the day, it's always how the humans react to the dog's behavior. And, most humans just react in a human way and not an animal way. So as I said, if you're loving and nurturing, it makes sense to try to calm him down. But by you doing that, sometimes it makes more anxiety. But it's a little weird, but, by a demonstration, I think you could see that it worked out good.
And then the first time, once we helped him in the car, we gave him a biscuit once he got in the car, and then he flew.
Oh, completely. So one bit of advice, I actually talked somebody through this. They wanted to hire me to come to their house to get them used to the car, and what I simply told them to do is just start feeding the dog every day in the car instead of in the house. So without moving the car. So now the car becomes a great place, not a scary thing. So obviously Diesel does not have that level of anxiety, but we have dogs that have super anxiety. They're petrified of the car because, as I said in the first segment, sometimes these become self-fulfilling prophecies, meaning if your dog gets car sick when you first get him, or he seems afraid of a car, you have a tendency of not taking him, except when you go to the vet. So it's like never like it kind of, so if the dog goes in the car twice a year and has an unpleasant experience. So the point is that what we do is we just feed the dog in the car. Every morning he gets fed in the car, then he goes in the house, then at night he gets fed in the car, then he goes in the house. And then you just start putting the car in gear and driving 20 feet down the driveway. And that's how you start this process of getting the dog used to it. But Diesel is not that dog. He's really very cooperative. He wants to do everything. He's really a human pleaser. So.
Oh, well, I have to say, the only time that he gets excited is in the morning when I tell him we'll go to school.
Now, I hear that all the time.
And then I tell him, like, come on, we'll go to school. He jumps right in.
That is so funny. That is funny. Well, that's good. Well, we had a great time, so we appreciate you allowing us to play around with him, because we're trying to highlight, the reason we did it is because we do this thing called turbo training, which means it's not a big, long-winded thing. It shouldn't take weeks. I have people that are working on this, and they're working on the stay, they're working on the sit. These things should take place in minutes, not weeks.
Yeah. All right. Well, and
it's going to take me the 2 weeks to get him to do it, but thank you.
No problem. But yeah, maybe we'll have Hounds Town open by you guys in Florida soon.
Oh yeah, we're definitely opening. What part of Florida are you going to?
Tampa.
Tampa?
Yeah.
Oh, we love Tampa. Yeah, we're opening 3 locations in Orlando in this fall, so there'll be a Hounds Town near you. Maybe not close enough to you right now, but no, I love Tampa.
We'll have customers for life.
Exactly. All right, we love to hear that, because we're going to miss Diesel. But yeah, Jen, so thanks for allowing us to do our little experiment today. I just wanted you to call in to verify that we just we just started this morning. This hasn't been something that we've been working on.
Yes, it's true. You
It's
guys
true.
this morning. I tried to do it Saturday, and he was like, "No, it's not going to happen." But tomorrow.
No, yeah, that was busy Saturday. All right, well, we had a lot of fun, so thanks for calling, Jen. We appreciate it.
Thank you again.
And what are we doing with your dog? We're going to drop
I'm driving him home,
We're
yeah.
going to drive
I'm
him home in
dropping
a little while. Okay. All right, Jen. Thanks for calling.
Take care.
Okay,
Take
bye-bye. All right, so that was nice. We had a successful little turbo training thing. And of those, again, you guys listening out there, I don't even know if you could hear what she was saying. It's good that they can hear.
Hopefully, I put the headphones up to the mic. So.
Right, but the point of the matter is, on Facebook, people, yeah, if you go and see what we're talking about, just go on our YouTube channel and go to Houndstown, and we're going to post these videos, these before and after.
Well, they'll be
videos.
on Houndstown Radio Facebook page.
Right. So Houndstown Radio Facebook page, but a lot of people, old people like us, I don't have Facebook, so I could go on YouTube though. Right?
You can, yes.
All right, good. All right, so that was cool. And then after, we're going to take a break in a minute or so. Then I want to talk about what? What do I want to talk about?
I think our little experience in Atlantic City.
Oh, yeah, I want to talk again. You know, I keep going back to these
This is
therapy dogs. It's just something that gets me. And I don't know. Like I said, I always consider myself an advocate for animal rights. You know, I'm all about the puppy mills. I'm all about this. I'm all about tethering dogs in the backyard. But what I'm really also about is therapy dogs that are just giving you go online, you get a certificate for $150. Now you're dragging this poor little dog through airports and stuff. But Ashley and I are going to tell you a story about a hotel we were in, and I'm going to challenge folks out there to show me a happy therapy dog. If you watched Diesel's tail before, it was wagging a mile a minute because we allow him to be a dog. We're not relying on him for physical or emotional support.
Right.
I had a walker, as you can see. All right. Join us after the break. I'll rant on a little bit about that, and Ashley will actually post a picture of the sad dog that I think was sad. All right, folks, Houndstown Radio. You want to stop breaking up things? So, what?
You want to see you're against
What?
tethering. You said I'm all about puppy mills, I'm all about tethering dogs.
Okay,
I heard that too.
I was like,
all right, I have to clear that up. I watched your facial expression. All right, we're going to talk about that dog. You said there's a picture on Facebook?
I'm going to post it, yeah.
And then I'm going to send you all those photo things, and you'll try to make a nice video of it.
Yeah, I have them all. I have them set up already.
Attaboy. This way we just get out of here so they don't have to put up with us.
If you put that outside the door, John, that would be ideal with all the other stuff.
Guys, if you're still listening on Facebook, look what a nice dog this is here. There's no fighting, there's no pulling. A couple of things that Ashley hasn't been doing. Let's just touch it. But generally speaking, we don't look, talk, or touch. When you control your eyes and you control your hands, you control the dog. Control your eyes, control your hands, and control your big mouth. That's what I got to do, right? That's the big criticism. I got to control my mouth. And when you do that, you control the dog. So simple. Simple. All right, what else? So we're going to have a whole other segment. What else can we talk about? We'll talk about, where were we recently?
You were going to talk about benefits of doggy daycare.
Well, yeah, in relevance, especially to Diesel,
Okay,
because he's been coming for 2 years, 6 days a week, and
all right,
he has no people aggression or dog aggression,
Right.
or
right, all right. I like that. It's almost cigar time.
What would you like to title this photo?
What is it?
You can just type in there if you want.
No, just type it in. Does this dog look happy? Here, does this dog look happy?
Yeah, I got it. You're going back there.
Attaboy. Welcome back, everybody. You're listening to the Dish on Dogs. I'm your host, Mike Gould, live every Monday night. However, next Monday night we're not going to be live, right? We
Yeah, we have a pre-recorded
have a
show.
pre-recorded show. It's still going to be fascinating, as
Yeah.
always. Fascinating, but it's not going to be live on Facebook. So my assistant producer or maybe the producer now, I don't know, pointed out that I said I'm all for, I'm an animal advocate, I'm against puppy mills, and then he thinks I said, I'm not sure.
I heard it too.
And it said, I'm all about tethering dogs. So I'm not all about that. There's a leash law on Long Island, and I hope many places, that, you shouldn't tie dogs up to a stake. You shouldn't tie dogs up, period, end of story. So
They don't understand that either.
What?
Getting tethered to trees, and they'll get themselves tangled, and they
That's
freak
all-
out. They don't
Actually,
understand it.
aggression. Well, it's not that. Yeah, it's that. Plus, they have no freedom. They don't have the ability to fight or flee because they're tethered. So it actually produces aggression, just like leash aggression. So leash aggression is a phenomenon we see all the time. People are holding their dog back, restraining it. It can't run away, so it acts out aggressively, or what seems aggressive, towards other dogs. So, but that's not what we were going to talk about. I'm going to talk about these therapy dogs that really get my goat. But I'm going to first talk about, to stay on topic, the benefits of doggy daycare and why we do such a great job. So number one, obviously by our special guest, Diesel, we don't breed discriminate. So do you realize, not all, because they're smartening up a little, but many of our competitors for many years, in fact, Miami, talk about Florida, I think so, and they're outlawed. There's certain cities and municipalities that outlawed pit bulls. Now don't get me wrong, pit bulls have created and caused very, very, very serious injuries, but it's always at the hands of the humans that mismanage them. I go to court all the time and testify on dog bites. It's the humans. So when you hear these horrific stories about dogs attacking children, yeah, it really happens. And when a dog the size of Diesel does that, compared to a Chihuahua or a Maltese, the damage is significant.
Right.
So, but again, the ignorance of humans to ban them. So insurance companies, you can't have Diesel, you can't have Rin Tin Tin, you can't have a German Shepherd, you can't have a Doberman, you can't have a Rottweiler. This is unbelievably ludicrous to me.
Yeah. And Diesel's probably one of the best behaved dogs we've had on so far.
Look at him. We're sitting, and this is the benefit of doggy daycare.
About 4 people came up to the glass, knocking
on the glass
waving.
door, waving. And
you
there's
just
these
sat there.
carts going by. There's all these little wheelchairs. It's phenomenal. Spin your camera around there, Mr. Pizzo, just so people can see.
There's another dog actually coming
There's
in.
another dog coming. And these carts to the dog look like dogs. They don't know. Do you think they know what a luggage cart is? Do you think they know what a shopping cart is? Do you think they know what a bicycle is? Do you think they know what a skateboard is? Am I being redundant?
No.
Anything that moves, including a leaf blowing, they don't know what it is. They have to investigate it. Have they investigated? With their nose and mouth.
Right.
So here's my little friend Diesel. What is the benefit of doggy daycare? This dog comes 5 or 6 days a week. He is he's so perfectly adept socially. He could play with any dogs, any human beings. He's not racist. He's not homophobic. He is perfectly balanced. Perfectly balanced. He had a little pulling issue. That was just a minor tweak that we fixed, but he's just a happy-go-lucky dog. So the benefits of doggy daycare are not just getting rid of your dog for the day. It is a completely social environment where dogs, from 7 o'clock in the morning till 7 o'clock at night, they interact with one another, and they do this phenomenal, and then they go home. And guess what they do when they go home? They pass out and sleep. As Jen said, most of the times people will just pick up the leash in the morning and say we're going to school, and the dog flip out, freak out. So there's a lot of benefits to doggy daycare. What else?
Otherwise, we wanted to go back on the therapy dog issue that we saw in Atlantic
All right,
City.
so here we are. So I travel a lot, and I see this new concept of therapy dogs, right? So anybody can get a therapy dog, right? Go online, $150. You can mail it in, and you get this thing. And I know my friend Scott in Florida, there's a difference between emotional support dogs and therapy dogs. What's the difference? Probably about $500. But the point of the matter is, now you got that joke? All right. So yeah, some of it supposedly require a little bit more training. An emotional support dog is anybody that says they need emotional support. But the problem is, you put the dog, so we saw this dog in Atlantic City, and we have pictures of it, and we have a little video. He's probably the most unhappy dog. So here these people are. All right, like, I'm not a doctor. I don't know what's happening with people emotionally. But let me just say this. They're in Atlantic City. It was a husband and wife. The husband was bigger than me. He looked like he was in great shape. And they had this golden retriever.
Lab.
With backpacks on them. And here they are, they're gambling. The dog.
Well, there's smoke. There's
smoking.
bells are going off. It's the middle of a casino.
It's in the middle of a casino in Atlantic City. And if you look at this picture online, this is, and in general, you won't see happy dogs at airports, in general. Happy means you saw Diesel, his tail didn't stop wagging, right? His butt's going
And he's
back.
looking up at the handler.
Yeah, he's happy.
He's in the moment.
He's in the moment of time. Thank you, Ashley. These little dogs that you throw into a little bag and push under your seat and just every once in a while reach down. The dogs are petrified. If you're petrified, the dog is petrified. So do something else. Bring your therapist with you. Pay for their flight, and they'll talk you through it. A dog can't do anything in that way. All dogs are therapy dogs. When Ashley pets this dog, the dog will kiss her face, and that's as therapeutic as it gets. There's nothing more or less to that. So therapy dogs, emotional support dogs, kind of get me crazy. I hope I'm not offending anybody, but again, you saw me before, if I, Mike Gould, 230 pounds, I do have arthritis, I do have a bad back, I could qualify for a therapy dog, but I'll use a walker or a cane before I'm going to put my 230 pounds on the back of a 70-pound dog who wants to run and fun and sniff, hump, jump, and dump. So get over this, please, and call me or text me. Tell me why I'm wrong about this. Please tell me why I am wrong. As I said, I have a good friend in Florida, and we have a slightly difference of opinion. I just feel that all dogs are therapy dogs. All dogs emotionally support me. They don't come from a special planet, and they have to be well behaved. Of course, we can't have Diesel dragging somebody through a nursing home. I get that part.
And they can't be people aggressive.
Right.
You hear a lot of these stories of these.
Right. I'm working on a case in Chicago where an Akita bit some woman in the face, and he was supposedly a therapy dog. He literally bit some woman in the face. And I'm working on that case in Chicago. So I get aggravated. You know why? I see the end results of all this stuff. I see the end results when the dog bites somebody. There's been
owners take them to
You've
court.
had a situation that somebody got bit. There's been many situations where dogs in restaurants, therapy dogs.
I see it on Facebook every day. More and
Emotional
more.
support dogs. It's ludicrous, and it's cruel. It's cruel to the dog. That's all I'm saying. Dogs don't want to be any part of your emotional drama. They can't handle it. They don't have a neocortex. They have a mammalian brain. It's like a horse. They don't have complicated emotions. We do. And now we project this stuff on these poor dogs. So it gets me nutty. Anyway, we're off next week. I'm going to Italy tomorrow. I'm going to London tomorrow.
London, yeah.
Then Jackie's going to Italy. She's trying to get as far away from me as possible. She wants to drink wine and eat margarita pizza or something. And then we're traveling. We're going all over, visiting franchisees all over the country. Where? Detroit,
then Orlando.
We have a grand opening in Pittsburgh coming up. We're starting our franchisee training in 2 weeks. Then our Pittsburgh location is opening up in the middle of June. So we're real excited. Listen to our show next week. Don't forget our craziest dog contest. We didn't get a great response because there was only 8 people that listened to this show. So that's assuming if 8 people have dogs, it's complicated. But we're going to be giving away free training.
Yes.
Free training. So we're excited for that. Listen, normally live. We'll be back live on, Memorial Day?
Memorial Day, yeah.
All right, folks, thanks. The Dish on Dogs, 8 p.m., Long Island MacArthur Airport.
103.9.
All right. Let's just get him out. I just wanted him out.
I'll take Diesel if you want.
You take Diesel.
So I'm going to stop.
Yes.
So goodbye,
And then
Facebook
see-
lands.